Hey dudes, CI here. So I've got a thing coming up. It's on September 22nd. It's Tuesday night. I'm heading over to this coffee house slash bar over in West Portland, Southwest Portland, and I'm going to be doing a reading. I'm not the only one doing it. A bunch of authors are going to be there reading. Some of them are reading from books. Some of them are reading from short stories. It'll be kind of cool. I'm looking forward to it. And I've got a 7-minute window in which I'll be reading my stuff. And I've decided, since my new novel isn't done yet, that I'll read from my old novel. So I'm going to read for you now. So this will be a long video. It'll be like a 7-minute video. But this is what I'm going to read on September 22nd. So here you go. It's chapter 3 from Punk Rock Love Song. I'm just going to give the intro so you can kind of get the whole picture. Here's how it's going to go. Hi, my name is C.I. Demand, and I'm going to be reading today from my book, A Punk Rock Love Song. This book is young adult, and it is written from the perspective of a 16-year-old girl. So as I'm reading, I'd like you to imagine that I'm a 16-year-old girl. I don't do a very good job with the voices, so it might be some work. I'm going to read the back cover of the book so you'll get a sense of what's happening. Maggie's mother is dead, her father is broken, and all her old friends are drifting away. Now, some guy at school is starting a rock band. Maggie doesn't play an instrument, but the guy doesn't know that. What does she have to lose? Chapter 3. Okay, so it's a couple days later, and I'm sitting in the kitchen trying to work up the courage to call David Nelson. I've been sitting here for like half an hour, actually, but still haven't done it. I've done a lot of other important things, though, like staring off into space, like eating some yogurt, like putting the spoon in the dishwasher. A couple times I've dialed half of David's number, then stopped. That's always pretty impressive, I think. Now I'm staring at all the stuff on the refrigerator door. It's occupied me for quite a while, actually. There's a lot up there. For example, there's this big watercolor painting of a clown I did back in kindergarten. Dad was just crazy about that clown painting. Showed it to everyone. Said he'd gotten some calls from famous museums. They wanted to buy it from him for $1 million, but he wouldn't sell it. Loved it too much. There's a whole bunch of magnets up there, too, including this one shaped like the Eiffel Tower. Mom and Dad got that on their honeymoon to France. I wish I could go to France. Dad used to say he'd take me someday, but I doubt that's happening now. Then there are these 2 photos that Mom loved so much. Dad had them blown up at some photo shop. One's a photo of her holding me in the hospital the day I was born. She looks happy and exhausted. I look like a beet with a pink hat. The other pictures of Dad and Mom standing on the front steps of our house the day they brought me home. I look more like a sweet potato in that one, which I guess is an improvement. Mom and Dad look so happy. I think that's why Mom loved these photos so much, not because I look like a root vegetable, but because she and Dad look so happy. God, I miss Mom. And Dad, too. Because, let's face it, he pretty much died the same day she did. The old Dad, at least. The happy, energetic, sober Dad. His body's still around, but the rest of him's gone. Sigh. Deep, heavy sigh. Okay, enough of that. Time to get some courage. Time to call David. I don't know why I'm so nervous. Maybe because he's so gorgeous. I'm not all that good with boys. Cute boys, at least. I can talk to ugly boys just fine. But in truth, it's not just that David is crazy hot. I'm mostly scared because I know I'm completely and totally faking my way through this. And what if he can tell? What if he starts asking me questions I can't answer, like, I don't know, what awesome songs can you play? None. Or, who's your favorite bass player? I don't know any bass players. I don't know anything. I just have my mom's old bass. That's it. I mean, he's going to figure this out eventually, but I'd rather he didn't do it on the first phone call. I need this band. I really do. I know that sounds stupid, but it's true. A week ago, I'd never even considered being in a rock band. Now it seems like the only thing that'll fix my sad, pathetic life. So I finally dialed, and the phone's finally ringing. My heart's racing, so I try to distract myself by looking at the tips of my fingers. They hurt like hell. It's all this practicing the last 2 days. I say practicing, but really it's more like making random noises in the hope something miraculous happens. My left hand, the fingers are sore from pushing down on the strings. My right hand, the index finger is starting to get a blister from plucking the strings over and over. Plucking's not the right word. Thumping? Plunking? Anyway, it hurts like hell, and there's a blister coming up. I guess I'll have to start using my middle finger. And if that one gets a blister, my ring finger, then my pinky. Then what? My thumb? My toes? Ridiculous. Someone at David's house finally picks up and runs off to get him. Sounds like a teenager, maybe a brother or a friend or something. He's probably got tons of friends and a big house. They're probably having a party right now on a Thursday. Hi, this is David. I'm startled. Wow, David has a nice voice, a sexy voice. Hard to believe he's just a sophomore. Oh, hey, David. God, I sound like such a dope. This is Maggie Blackman. Jesus, could I stutter any more? From school? There's a long pause. I thought he would say something, but he doesn't. I get nervous, wondering if I'm supposed to talk. I almost do, when finally, sounding annoyed, he says, Okay, this isn't going well. Pull it together, Maggie. So, I'm calling about the band. What do you play? Bass? I make it sound like a question. Damn it, Maggie, sound confident. He can tell. Okay, fine, he says. There's going to be a lot of bass players trying out, but whatever. Can you play Wild Thing? Yeah, sure. Complete lie, of course. I don't even know what Wild Thing is. A song? I can do that. Good. It's a dumb song, I know, but it's easy. If people can't play that, then hell with them. Yeah, I say, trying to sound all cocky. Definitely. Oh man, this song better be easy. David gives me a few details on the tryouts, time, place, etc., then hangs up. I stand there in the kitchen completely exhausted, but I've done it. I'm officially going to auditions. I have 8 days to learn this so-called easy song, hopefully well enough to fool David Nelson. My heart's racing, and I'm exhausted, but I can't help but smile. Things are happening, new things, exciting things. I look at the photo of Mom and Dad standing on the front steps, holding their sweet potato. Maybe I'll be able to put a new picture up there soon. Something to make Dad smile again. His little sweet potato, all grown up and playing in a rock band. And there you are. That's what I'll be reading on September 22nd. I'll let you know how it goes.